Oh, look! Another form of media that has vampires in it. Yay! I'm so excited! It's not like we haven't gotten a million of these. I don't know if that's the most hardcore thumbs up you can do, but yo, what's up guys? This is the Insane Gamefreak here to bring you another anime review. And this time we're tackling Blood Lad, mainly because the summer season is ending, and now it's time to review those shows that I watched. And Blood Lad only having 10 episodes is going to be the first on the list. And it's probably my favorite of this season, overall. Even though I say this, but I haven't even finished Watamote, which ends in about an hour or so. Probably could wait. Fuck it, let's just go ahead. So, what is Blood Lad's premise? Blood Lad is the story of Stas, the otaku vampire. Yes, this is a parody manga. This is a parody anime. Pretty much is one of those animes, it's pretty much using the whole parody thing while having its storyline of it's a vampire who doesn't want to be a vampire and who's obsessed with the human things, but doesn't want to do the stereotypical vampire stuff. One day, they find this human in his territory, which is kind of funny. He's the boss of a territory, although it's kind of obvious he doesn't really give a fuck half the time. And this human that happens to wander into his territory happens to be a human girl. It's the first human girl he's ever seen in his life. It's probably the first human he's ever seen in his life, to be perfectly honest. And he has a weird attraction to her that is first described as some type of love, and then is later described as wanting to suck her blood, you know, vampire tendencies. And Stas isn't about all that whole sheep shit. He's on his original shit. So, obviously, we have a problem. We also have another problem because she dies in the first episode, and the premise of the anime is doing a crazy chase to figure out how to bring her back to life. On the way, we meet a multitude of different demons, some werewolves, some chicks who can use portals. We have boxing matches, and they chilling in prison for a little bit and fight some zombies and a whole bunch of stuff. So as you can clearly see, Blood Lad is one of those shows that really doesn't. It has a point to it, but at the same time, it's a parody manga, so a lot of it's based around its gags. And to be perfectly honest, as watching the series, it's not. How do I describe it? See, this is the hardest thing about Blood Lad, and it always bugged me. I don't necessarily love it, but I don't necessarily hate it. I don't have it, like, there was nothing about Blood Lad that inherently ticked me off. Is it, like, cliched in some senses? Yeah. Is it groundbreaking? No, it's not groundbreaking at all. It's just a simple, you know, main character doesn't realize that they might possibly have a crush, and things go back and forth. I will say I find something interesting. I will say it's interesting in the sense of how the anime ends. Because you would think it's that stereotypical boy makes a promise to do whatever he can to help the girl. In this situation, I'm going to do whatever I can to bring you back to life, and I won't stop until you're back to life. Then learning stuff along the way, some plot twists, some mind fucks, and the girl falls in love with him. That's not how the story goes. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I'll tell you right now, there is no love confession at the end, but there is an interesting take on it, and I did enjoy that because it was a different change of pace. And as much as this anime feels like it's cliched, that wasn't cliched, and I actually enjoyed it. It was a legit reason, and it kind of makes me mad because I kind of want a second season. The comedy is really, it's that weird type of comedy. Like, as I said, they're trying so hard to be different. So, Stas doesn't, like, Fuyumi does that stereotypical cute girlfriend shit where she, like, appeals to them. First off, she's used for fan service. Actually, almost every chick in this anime is used. It's not like fan service. Like, she's just dressed in provocative clothing. And then you have, like, scenes where she'll, like, cook a meal for Stas, but Stas, instead of doing that whole, a girl you like is cooking a meal for you, you should be excited. He's just kind of like, it's ordinary. He's, like, indifferent to everything she does. Like, there are very few moments where he's just like, oh my god, I love you. Which is funny, because it seems like every other guy in this series is obsessed with Fuyumi. And you're just like, well, that's interesting. Another female character that is introduced is Hydra Bell, who is like this transporter, teleporter chick, meaning she has the ability to create portals anywhere she wants. And she's actually the one, well, it's her portal is what allowed Fuyumi to come in, but we don't really know who did it, because she said she didn't do it, and somebody apparently took her magic and used it. But, you know, that leads into plot stuff, and I don't want to get too far into that. But it's like, overall, it's like I can sit here and tell you that, you know, Bloodline is the best anime parody show ever, and because it has vampires, and the vampires are otaku, you would love it because it's so fucking hilarious. I'm not saying it's not funny. I'm just saying because I think one of the biggest this anime's biggest weakness is the fact that it tries hard to not do the stereotypical stuff. And it works in certain instances, like the references to Dragon Ball that every parody anime has to do, because, you know, if you're going to parody something, why not parody the most popular anime and manga of almost all time? I mean, just saying. But in other instances where it would have led to, you know, it may have been that cliche character development, it would have still been character development. Because it's refusing to do that, there are some scenes that you're kind of like, eh. It's like there's nothing wrong with the scene, but you felt like the cliche moment. Because the thing, to me, this anime is kind of a prime example that not all cliches are bad. I mean, as I said, this anime isn't bad, but the lack of cliches kind of takes away the basic elements you latch onto, and you're so used to anime that you're kind of like, I want to grab onto this, and you turn the other way. Like a hook is on the side, the hook just turns to the side, you miss. But you still want to grab it because you still want to open the door. You try to reach with the other hand, miss. And sometimes you hit it. Sometimes you grab it, and then it just slips through your fingers. That's kind of how this anime is. It's like there's a lot of moments that were made it better, but at the same time, from the overall standpoint, looking at it after it's finished, if it had done those things, I may not have enjoyed it as much as I have. Which is weird. It's weird. Like, I feel like the cliches when like when you're watching it, you're gonna feel like, I kind of wish the cliche was there so I could grab onto it, have something to latch onto. Then you finish the anime, and you're like, huh. If they had did those cliches, it probably wouldn't have been as good. And that's kind of how Bloodlight is. I don't really know how to describe it any other way. And I'm sorry this review's kind of short, but the series is only 10 episodes, and the premise is simply trying to bring a dead human girl back to life while debating on whether you like the girl or you just want to suck her blood, which gives into your contradictory status of not being a stereotypical vampire. Stereotypical vampire, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, I need to lay it out. Anyways, this series is licensed by Viz Media, which is shocking. I haven't really reviewed that many Viz Media shows, which will change fairly soon. This probably will be out on DVD next year and probably be on Neon Alley next year, so look forward to that. But I will leave a link in the description for the manga, which I am actually debating on picking up. I might wait until I get the anime and then like start the manga around the same time. I don't know. I haven't made the decision. I'm very indecisive. You guys know this. I also dick around a lot. You guys know this. Anyways, tell me what you guys think. Linked in the description to watch it. Viz Anime surprisingly streamed the episodes free when they came out. And no charge. You just have to deal with Hulu ads. Which really isn't a big deal. So, go support. Legal stuff in the description. For the manga, the anime. Life's a game. Play to win. And I will catch you guys later. Peace, oh, peace, oh, peace, oh.